Dennis, can you help me to
Yeah.
show my
Sure.
slides?
Okay.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ghazala. And today I'm going to present my research study on ICT evaluation using most significant change story technique. Actually, my study was basically on the evaluation of telecenter impact, and that was particularly in rural Malaysia. So I would like to start with the introduction of telecenter, what exactly telecenter is. Telecenter is a public place where people can access computers, the internet, and other digital technologies that enable them to gather information, learn, create, and communicate with others. So from the literature review, I found that there were two types of impacts. One was direct impact, another is indirect. Direct impact is related to its direct users, while indirect impact is related to its non-users. And the impact is further categorized as tangible impact and intangible impact. So tangible impact can be defined as benefit perceived by users or non-users in terms of human capital gain, financial gains that are measured easily, and in terms of real value creation through the enhancement of household income, business income, or greater employment opportunities. While on the other hand, intangible impact can be defined as benefit perceived by users or non-users in terms of value of telecenter in the enhancement of self-esteem, strengthening social fabric, self-efficacy, motivation level, etc. So from the literature review, the research gap is like that there are plenty of studies conducted on the socio-economic impact of ICT in details, which highlights the direct impact on its direct users in details, whereas the indirect and intangible impacts on non-user are not well understood. Researchers have indicated a need for looking at the indirect impact, and the aspect of actually ICT intangible impacts on human have shown to be difficult to measure, but are crucial measures of social impacts. Next slide, please. So research objectives here, like to assess the value of intangible and intangible impact of telecenter, and to design a mechanism that shall assess different types of impacts, because as I said that indirect and intangible impact are not well understood. So we were trying to go for some appropriate methodology that shall help us assess different types of impact. So next slide. The research site of this study is Barrio community, in which telecenter is known by eBarrio, which is Malaysia's best known telecenter serving the remote rural community, Calabat indigenous communities around barrios in northern Sarawak, Borneo Island. This project began in 1998 by IDRC and by the support of IDRC and the Malaysian government, and to demonstrate the challenges and opportunities for using ICT to promote sustainable development in remote and isolated indigenous communities. The center was opened in 2000. It has multiple awards and now in the process of evolving into a new role. So the methodology, the most significant change methodology complemented by survey questionnaire was selected as the most appropriate approach for collecting feedback and stories from users and non-users regarding the telecenter tangible and intangible impact. The survey questionnaire was actually a structured survey questionnaire of generalized self-efficacy scale and Rosenberg self-esteem scale. The main objective of selecting these two scales were to cross-check the evidence of an intangible impact in the stated stories collected from the users and non-users. So this methodology has total 10 steps out of 10. At that point of time, in which 3 are mandatory, the rest are optional. So I use 4 steps for data collection. So the first step involves identification of domain of change, and the respondent were users and non-user. And the sampling technique was purposive sampling technique. Domains of change actually means possible areas of change. The second step involves story collection and development process, for which semi-structured interview were used for collecting stories from users and non-users regarding telecenter tangible and intangible impacts. And all the interviews were audio recorded, and later they were transcribed into textual document for further analysis. The third step involves story selection process. Story selection meaning to select the most significant change story based on the significant change that was experienced by the respondents. So for which a designated community people were asked to, a panel was designated, and they were asked to help us to identify the most significant change to validate the data as well for the second time. Fourth step involves large scale analysis. So there were two tools they were used for analysis. Number one is content analysis, which is a process and it is designed like it's a process that help to condense raw data into themes or concepts or categories through valid interpretation. And the second was like Semancer software that was used to identify the relationship between concepts and themes or subcategories or categories. So it was like that. So the key findings are like that. I would like to just give you a highlight of the demographic profile. So total 15, actually it was to check the reliability of the measurement of construct. So there were total 15 stories were collected, 9 from users and 6 from non-user, in which 5 were males, 10 were females, and they were from different age of groups based on the subjectively purposively selected respondents from 35 to 75. Their age groups were, and they were from different walks of life. Some were artists, farmer, handicraft, homestay, tour guide, cafe owners, and school teachers. And the internet usage pattern were more like once a week, twice, once a month, and once a year. So this is the result of the content analysis, where I said that like it's like it involves a process designed to condense raw data into categories as categories or themes based on valid inferences and interpretation. The process used like inductive process, inductive reasoning, by which you can say that by which themes and category emerge from the data through researchers' careful examination and constant comparison. So based on that, the researcher is more like to understand what are the insights, what are the key terms, key findings that have been addressed by the users and non-user respondents. So we have here total 7 main domains of change. Each main domain of change has further subdomains of change. And the visual display here highlight the domains of change that were addressed by users and non-users in their stated stories, which highlights the tangible and intangible impact. It shows that both users and non-users have experienced both tangible and intangible impact in the area of psychological empowerment. Telecenter sustainability issue was at peak. They highlighted every single person highlighted connectedness and knowledge transformation. They were really appreciative, and they acknowledged the telecenter role. Social cohesion was one of the key findings. So they were like that previously the communication was a serious setback for the community to have in touch with their loved ones, family and friends, and even they were totally isolated. but because of the arrival of Tally Center, they were able to get in touch with their loved ones, which led to strengthen their social ties with friends and family. And also the connectedness actually led to connectedness is more like, it's like it refers to a heightened sense of belongingness, being better connected to the rest of the world, and also having access to information at large, better communication with friends and family, financial gains, which led to sense of psychological empowerment and sense of empowerment. So the second analysis is here, second tool that were used for analyzing the stories. It's like semantic analysis, and it's like an automated content analysis tools that were used to identify the relationship between domains and subdomains of change. So here in the map, you see like there are 13 high level themes highlighted by the Leximancer analysis from the users collected story, while 8 were highlighted from the non-user stories. And they are actually, you see the initial display, there was like the themes are overlapped, which means there is a close connection among the themes and concept. Basically, the themes are built based on identifying connected words, words that are placed close together or belong to a cluster, and this cluster describes a theme. So the small gray dot points indicate concepts, and the big color circle is called a theme. So from here we can see that the obvious impact from the users and non-user, which is clearly highlighted, are the intangible and intangible in the form of concepts and theme. So the concepts and theme that have been highlighted by both user and non-user are change, life, improved, better, family, community, communication, important. These are those concepts and themes that have been highlighted by both users and non-user in their stated stories, which have been picked up by Leximancer software. So these indicate that users and non-user responded experience sense of connectedness because of the ease of better communication, accessibility, having access to information at large provided by Tally Center, and which further led to connected their community with the outside world, strengthen their social ties with friends and family, improve their confidence level, decision-making parts, and they felt contented and satisfied with the changes they experience in social economic areas, while the tangible impact have been clearly identified and shown here in the map. That is the tourist, sell, homestay, income, increase, outside. So these are those terms that have been farming, that have been highlighted in both the map, which shows that they have experienced financial gains by using the Tally Center provided facility, and also the opportunities that was brought, business opportunity that was brought by Tally Center in the form of ecotourism. So next slide. So reflection on tangible and intangible impact. We can see the obvious impact have been highlighted by users and non-users. Are the easy communication and information access, social connectivity led to strengthen their social ties, community promotions and exposure to the outside world, improvements in knowledge and livelihoods, financial improvements. The major finding of this study are that the sense of empowerment was noteworthy at individual level among respondents, particularly the non-user. The evidence above showed that influential impact of empowerment was not only apparent in users, beneficiaries, but also in non-user group as well. So next slide. So as I said, like the objective was like to assess that the tangible and intangible impact of Tally Center on users and non-users. So these are the intangible impacts: intangible knowledge, sense of belongingness, social bond, connectedness, and self-efficacy, self-esteem, psychological empowerment. And to assess, like the second was like to design a mechanism that shall help assess different types of impact. So the MHC methodology combined with the Leximentor software for analyzing natural language text data constitutes an effective methodology for evaluating complex interventions by highlighting changes that are regarded as significant by non-users. So Telecenter can have indirect impact on non-users. So that should be included in Telecenter impact assessments. Thank you.
Right, thank you, Dr. Ghazala, for your presentation. So I know if there's any questions for Dr. Ghazala. Okay, just one question from me. So I just want to understand more on the process on the interviews. So do you prepare a set of questions, like the same questions for all the interviewees, or yeah? So because I saw the story collection process that you mentioned earlier on.
The question were kept simple. The reason was for them to understand the terms and terminology, and they were like conducted in informal communication way. So yes, they were the same because we needed to understand their point of view, and we needed to validate and the reliability of the measurement of construct. So yes, throughout the interviews, we kept the same questions that were totally related to the Telecenter tangible and intangible impact, but they were not like, you know, the wording was quite simple for them to understand. So for me to have their point of view as a non-native speaker, it was difficult for me to directly communicate with them, but they actually speak English quite well. But just because to avoid the unnecessary problem, I had to hire someone. So one question, if I want to ask, like, for example, regarding connectedness, communication, so I have to keep the discussion simple, question simple, but I need to try to ask from two different perspectives, like using the same question, but to rephrase it. So to make sure that he understand, meaning that the translator helped me to get the maximum information out, to get the maximum information from the interviewee.
All right. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.